Hi guys, Sharice here from Pieces Calligraphy. In this video, we're going to do a review of 5 brush pens that are currently in my toolbox. The reason why I wanted to do this video is because I've been getting a lot of questions about what are great pens to start with as a beginner. And I've also just wanted to do just a quick demo of each pen so that for those of you beginners out there, or even if you've had experience with brush pens, maybe you can learn a thing or two about a new pen that you want to try. Or in general, I just wanted to give people confidence with trying different pens. I know it can get frustrating if you don't totally get how a pen works initially, but what I've found is that trying different pens is really beneficial, not only in building your muscle memory with how to use a brush pen, but also to see how different pens work and know which pens to use in which situations and start to develop your favorites. So I'm going to quickly go over the names of all of these pens, and then I'm going to do a quick demo, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have picked your own favorite that you could either try out, or maybe you could go dust it off and start practicing again. So longtime followers know that the Tombow dual brush pen is one of my favorites. And it's funny because you can actually see how worn out this is. But this is a Tombow dual brush pen. Dual because there's a flexible tip on one end and a fine point on the other. And the fine point is not the brush part. The bigger side is the brush part. And then here is the Tombow Fudenosuke. Thank you to those of you who've corrected me in the past. It's not the Food, it's the Food. So this is the Tombow Food, and one side, this is just a dual tip, basically. They're both the same tip, but one is black and one is gray. I think it's pretty cool to use. And then this is the Pentel Touch. Food Touch, also known as Pentel Sign Pen with a brush tip. Okay, and this is a really great, I don't want to go into too much detail with each pen, but that's a favorite. These are all really great. This is the Koi coloring brush pen. And this is really neat because this is a size that is as big as the Tombow dual brush, but the pen itself, you can see the comparison, it's a lot smaller, so it's nicer to handle. And lastly, this is the Sakura Pigma brush pen, and it comes in 3 different sizes. This is the big one, the bold. I don't know if that's what it stands for, but we're going to call it big and bold. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Tombow for sending me these pens and paper and ink arts. They didn't send me this, but I just love their store. They are really amazing with shipping. And these 2 are from Melissa Esplin. You can find her at Melissa Fur or Calligraphy or on Instagram. She sent me these pens. Okay, so let's go ahead and review the different pens. And we'll just go in order of how I introduce them. This is the Tombow dual brush, and with the Tombow dual brush you'll find, I'm trying to find focus here, sorry about that, still working on the, okay, so Tombow dual brush, I'll just go ahead and spell out the name so you can see which one I'm using. I love this pen. A lot of you out there have kind of complained about the fraying, which should not happen, but if it should, you should call customer service. They have really great staff at Tombow, so don't be afraid to reach out to them and let them know if your pen's frayed. So it's a pretty big, large size font in comparison to the Food. Go ahead and write out the whole word. It's pretty fun. Food. No. The thing I like about this pen is it's really soft. The tip is flexible and it's a lot smaller. You can see clearly the difference with the dual brush. And then we have the Pentel sign. I would say that the Pentel sign pen with the brush tip and the food are really similar. If I had to pick a couple differences, the Pentel is a little bit finer and the food is a little bit thicker, but they both achieve very nice hairlines, very thin upstrokes. And then we had the coloring brush, and as I told you earlier, the coloring brush seems to have the same size as the dual brush, but handles just so much more nicely because it's smaller. And then lastly, we have the Sakura Pigma, which is, oh, look how delicious and bold this pen is. Very flexible. I'm actually still trying to get used to it, but I like the rough look of the pen. You know, it's not as clean, but I think that's partly my needing to get used to it. So so those are my 5 right now in my toolbox. And if you're thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. As always, let me know below what you thought of this video and what you'd like to see next. And just for fun, tell me what your favorite brush pen is. Do you have a favorite of the ones here? Or is your favorite something that I didn't list or try? Or do you hate any of them? Are any of them just not working for you? I'd love to know what you think. And as always, please follow me on Instagram at Pieces Calligraphy. That's where I post my latest work. And I'm actually just starting this really fun challenge called Hand Lettered ABCs. If you haven't heard about it, check it out on Instagram at Hand Lettered ABCs. We have an account for it. And it's basically a daily challenge where we write a letter a day for 26 days in a row. And it's really fun to connect with other calligraphers and hand letterers and compare styles and different tools. And I'll be sharing my own alphabet on my personal Instagram. So I really hope you join me there. And you can check out my blog at piecescalligraphy.com, where you can find tutorials and other helpful resources and a blog post to go along with this video. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd love to have you follow along with what are becoming my weekly videos. And I love to just connect with you all and hear what you think about my work. And I will catch you all later. Have a great start to your 2016, and I will catch you guys next time.